Welcome to Infidelity Truths. Before we dive into today's gripping story, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more thrilling stories just for you. Let's begin.
The moment the doorbell rang, my stomach twisted. It wasn't the usual cheerful chime of a delivery or a neighbor stopping by. This was insistent, almost accusatory, like the sound itself was demanding answers. My best friend, Lena, always texted before coming over, her messages full of emojis and exclamation points. But that afternoon, the bell rang without warning. I smoothed my hair, took a deep breath, and opened the door. Lena stood there, her arms crossed, her face a storm cloud. No hello, no smile. Just her eyes, boring into me like she could see every secret I'd buried. She held up her phone, the screen glowing with a photo that made my knees buckle. It was me, laughing in a dimly lit bar, my hand resting on the arm of a man who wasn't my fiancé, Ethan. The timestamp was from last week, a night I'd told Ethan I was working late. Lena, I started, but my voice cracked under the weight of her glare. Don't, she snapped, stepping inside and shutting the door behind her. Don't give me some rehearsed excuse, Sarah. I want to know why you do this to him. My mouth went dry. I'd been so careful, or so I thought. Every lie had been meticulously crafted. Every meeting with James, a guy I'd met at a networking event, was planned down to the minute. I'd deleted every text, used cash for drinks, even parked my car blocks away from the bar. But here was the evidence, undeniable, staring me in the face that IT started 4 months ago. Ethan was consumed with his startup, working late nights, always on calls, his laptop glowing brighter than our conversations. I'd wait up for him, but he'd come home distracted, muttering about investors and deadlines. I tried to be supportive, brought him coffee, planned date nights he canceled, wore the dresses he used to compliment. But I was fading into the background of his life, and the loneliness was suffocating. Then came James. He was a client at the agency where I worked, charming in a quiet way, with a knack for making me feel seen. At first it was just emails about work, then coffee meetings that lingered too long, then drinks after hours. I told myself it was innocent, just someone to talk to. But one night his hand brushed mine and I didn't pull away. Instead, I leaned in, letting the warmth of his attention fill the void Ethan had left. It wasn't love. It was escape. Lena, though, she wasn't supposed to know. She and Ethan had been friends since college, long before I came into the picture. She was the one who introduced us, who vouched for me when Ethan's family questioned if I was serious enough for him. I always thought she liked me, but now, as she stood in my living room, her jaw tight, I realized I'd misread her loyalty. It wasn't to me, it was to Ethan. How did you get that photo? I asked, my voice barely above a whisper. Does it matter? Lena's tone was sharp like a blade. Someone sent it to me. Probably someone who cares more about Ethan than you do. I flinched. Lena, please. I didn't mean for this to happen. It was a mistake. A mistake. She laughed, but it was bitter. You've been sneaking around for months, Sarah. Don't play the victim. Ethan deserves better than this. My chest tightened. She was right and I hated her for it. I'll tell him, I said quickly. Just give me a chance to fix this. Please. She studied me for a long moment, her expression unreadable. Then she sighed, tucking her phone into her pocket. You have until tomorrow night. Tell him or I will. She didn't wait for a response. The door clicked shut behind her, leaving me alone with the weight of her ultimatum. I sank onto the couch, my hands trembling. How do you confess to the person you love that you've shattered their trust? Ethan, with his quiet kindness, his habit of leaving sticky notes with little doodles on my coffee mug, his dreams of building a life together, he didn't deserve this. That night I couldn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes I saw his face. The way he'd looked at me when he proposed, his voice soft but certain. You're my home, he'd said. Now, I was the one burning it down. The next day, I rehearsed what I'd say. I'd end things with James. I'd beg Ethan to forgive me. I'd promise to be better. But when tomorrow night came, I couldn't do it. The words stuck in my throat. And I told myself one more day wouldn't hurt. Maybe Lena would let it go. Maybe the photo would stay buried. She didn't. She wasn't bluffing. The following evening, Ethan came home early. His face was pale, his eyes red-rimmed. He didn't look at me as he set his keys on the counter. Lena called me, he said, his voice flat. She told me everything. Showed me the picture. My heart plummeted. Ethan, I'm so sorry. He held up a hand, stopping me. I don't want to hear it, Sarah. I just need to know one thing. Did you ever love me? The question hit like a punch. Of course I do, I said, tears spilling over. I was lonely, Ethan. I felt like I was losing you. It was stupid, and I hate myself for it. He looked at me then, not with anger, but with a quiet devastation that was worse. You didn't lose me, he said. But you chose to walk away. He didn't say anything else. He just grabbed his jacket and left. The silence that followed was deafening. That it's been 2 weeks since that night. I've texted him, called him, left voicemails that go unanswered. The apartment feels like a museum of our life together. His favorite mug still in the cupboard, his scarf hanging by the door. I don't know if he'll ever come back. Part of me hopes he won't, because I don't know if I deserve his forgiveness. But the worst part? Knowing Lena wasn't just protecting Ethan. She was holding up a mirror, forcing me to see the person I'd become. And I don't like who's looking back.
Thank you, my amazing subscribers. Wow, what a journey. If you've made it to the end of this story, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Your support means everything to me. Every time you watch, like, and comment, you're helping keep this channel alive and growing. And trust me, the best is yet to come. I see all your comments. I feel your love, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If this story touched your heart, hit that like button and drop a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. Your thoughts and feedback inspire me to create even more powerful stories. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a new upload. More shocking twists, emotional journeys, and real-life lessons are on the way, and I don't want you to miss a single one. Together, we're building an incredible community, and I'm so grateful to have you on this journey with me. Stay strong, stay inspired, and remember, sometimes life's greatest lessons come from the most unexpected moments. See you in the next story.